the news about Zumbi from Zion I comes out, and my heart sunk because it anybody not familiar with Zion I, it's totally okay, because it's such a regional, very specific thing until you see the outpouring from the entire hip hop community, like across the board, no matter what the levels of success you may deem, no matter if it's major, no matter if it's independent, you like, oh, this is what making an impact looks like. Um, this is what being a legend looks like. This is what an independent, unique career creatively looks like. And I was talking to Reeg, shout out to Reeg, talking to Reeg this morning about it. And it wasn't, couldn't even rush to the gram, didn't even know what to say because um, my relationship wasn't a rapper relationship with Zumbi. Um, I got to meet him as a fan on a panel, and we talked about life and everything but rap. Didn't mention fucking rap one time in that conversation. The one time I got to speak to him on some other shit, and then after that it was always love, always. But what I was telling Reeg was the people who make an impact in this shit, who sustain it, um, everything that they do is rooted in something contrary to what's presented. The fame, the cars, the drama, all the shit. Like I get it. It moves somebody's meter because they keep investing in the shit. So by all means, do your fucking thing. The niggas that I've got to meet that are winning are family men and some of the most stand-up niggas you'll ever meet, and are rooted in something so much larger than them that the other shit outside of that don't even move them. And we'll talk about Kendrick at some point. I just got so many thoughts about him, but even to that scale, the amount of awareness of how precious life is, what we're called here to do. The niggas who are quote unquote winning or quote unquote successful are so tapped in. Their values are not the same. And so that was another thing. It was like a lot of reflection of sitting there and going, what really, like for real, like if we really start tipping the scale and start moving things around, start peeking behind the curtain, what matters for real? And you start to see these grown ass people pouring their heart out about what Zumbi meant to them and how he personally touched their lives. And I started thinking about my first time experiencing him as a fan. And I ran into shout out my brother Tim House, man. I love you, sending love to you and the whole squad. Because he was the first person I thought about because my introduction to Zumbi was via him. And I'm a freshman in college. My RA is this little white girl from Oregon. And I got a Hove poster up, and I got the graduation poster up. Yeah, the fold out from graduation on my wall. So her and I bonded over just straight rap. But she didn't fuck with mainstream. Like she didn't fuck with Hove, she didn't fuck with Ye, she didn't fuck with none of that shit. And I say it all the time, little white people from those parts of the world, they be liking the most underground shit. So she's putting up Zion I posters on our floor. She's like, Monty, you going to the Zion I show? I'm like, bro, I don't know who that is. Aren't you from the Bay? You don't know who's like started roasting me. And I'm like, fam, I listen to Dipset. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. She goes, oh no, you wildin'. Comes back, she's like, I got your ticket. You're going to the show. Nigga, get to the show. It's packed. And it was an off night too. It was a Wednesday or some wild shit like that. Off night. Merch booth set up. They burned the stage down. Zumbi's kicking about a merch booth. They got the van outside. It's an operation. They kick it in the local spot, and then they proceeded to do that shit twice a year, sometimes 3 times a year. The remainder of the time I lived in the valley, hitting licks, and this is the height of independence. So, Wiz eventually comes on the back end of that. Currency eventually emerges on the back end of that. They all
Are they big on Tech 9 over there?
Oh yeah. Tech makes a killing in that region. In Oregon to fucking Vancouver, nigga, he hit it. It's a bag for him.
Yeah.
Zion I Zumbi. That region of the world, domination, G. Mm-hmm. But if you don't know, you just don't know. It's not publicized. It's not glamorized. It's not nothing. It's just they're the blue collar foundation of this industry that have figured out how to get direct to their consumer and only deal with them and not have no other shit in the way, but have also figured out how to land licensing and things in other places to be self-sufficient. And
ahead of the times.
Ahead of the fucking time. And just so happened to be from the Bay. But just so happened to not be killing another black person on their records, not degrading women, not doing none of that shit. And have it resonate around the world.